Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I am Mike Jeffries, the play-by-play voice of Barrie Wrestling, and now the host of this show, Barrie Wrestling's Rush Hour, where we bring you the best that Barrie Wrestling has to offer every week, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. for free, right here on our YouTube channel. And we have 3 great matches for you tonight. We have a main event that we previewed last week, Holden, Albright, and Van Landon in a street fight. We have Alexia and Nicole taking on Johnny Deluca in a one-on-one match, and the 400 North Tag Team Championships are on the line as Triple Dragon, also known as Pretty Ricky and Puff, defend the titles against Millennial, Falcon. This is going to be a great show. Thank you so much for joining us, and we are kicking it off with that tag team title matchup. Let's check it out.
Introducing first, they are the challengers. They're hailing from Space, Minneapolis, on a combined weight of 430 pounds. Robby Cosmo, Jax Williams, Millennial, Falcon.
It's been a while since we've seen the team of Millennial Falcon here in Barrie Wrestling. We did see Jax Williams here last month in a great match with Gabriel Fuerza where he came up just short. These men have wrestled against Puff and Pretty Ricky, who are now known as
Triple Dragon.
Thank you, Diamond Jim. That was before Puff and Ricky were the tag team champs, but now Millennial Falcon with a chance to get the Barrie Wrestling 400 North Tag Team Championships around their waist. A formidable tag team that has wrestled all over Ontario.
And their opponents.
What are they wearing?
They are your 400 North Tag Team Champions. This is Triple Dragon.
Triple Dragon, Puff and Pretty Ricky, dressed as a Christmas tree and Uncle Sam, respectively. That is their formal wedding attire, isn't it?
Name a more iconic duo than Uncle Sam and Christmas Tree. You can't. You can't.
That's what my Christmas tree topper looked like. It was just Uncle Sam. But he was wearing a Pretty Ricky outfit.
Usually your Uncle Sam's naked, so...
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over what I was seeing going on in the ring.
That was the Triple Dragon emerging. It's like a Pokemon. It evolves.
Now, all joking aside, Puff and Pretty Ricky,
Who's joking?
are 400 North Tag Team Champions for a reason. They are tremendous wrestlers, and they will do anything to keep those titles. They had an excellent defense last month against the Philly and Marino Experience. Oh, Puff shedding his skin like a snake, or
Like a
dragon.
Triple Dragon!
I get it now. Oh, it's Halloween. He went from Christmas to Halloween. Somebody help Puff get those off before he trips over them, please. So
Great to see Robby Cosmos back in action. Of course, he was injured. Last time we saw Millennial Falcon together, they were under the spell, for lack of a better word, of the maniacal Corey Stone, but they've broken away from him, and it's really great to see them focus back on winning tag team gold.
Absolutely, sorry, I was focused on Brad Myers helping Puff put his croc back on. And absolutely, I noticed as soon as they came out that they look a little bit different, different attitude maybe, different interactions with the crowd. Yeah, Robby Cosmo suffering a knee injury a little over a year ago. He only returned to action recently, and this is his first time back here in Barrie Wrestling. The Barrie Wrestling crowd very much behind Triple Dragon, the reigning 400 North Tag Team Champions, the best friends in the universe, and one of the most unique teams you will see anywhere. And Pretty Ricky starting out with a shotgun drop kick and a deep arm drag.
And do not let all the silliness confuse you. These are two tremendous professional wrestlers, and there is a perfect example. You want to grapple? Pretty Ricky can grapple with the best of them.
Oh, Ricky now with the fireman's carry going for an airplane spin. Robby Cosmos escaping out. That match might have ended right then and there if Ricky could have locked that in.
Cosmo's completely discombobulated.
Ricky's asking the crowd if he should make the tag. Jax is saying no.
But Barrie is saying yes, and the hips don't lie. Here comes Puff.
Puff putting a little wiggle into it. Ricky also struggling with his pants on the outside.
Shedding skin, we've already established that.
Puff feeling the groove. This is a Taylor Swift themed show, and Puff, as far as I know, is a Swiftie. Jax slapping the taste out of Puff's mouth. Puff ducks the clothesline. Or sorry, Jax now going for the rear waist lock. Not a good idea with Puff. Puff saying, Jax, how about you dance with me? Puff looking to wiggle his way out. Jax has the fingers locked, but Puff able to break free. Oh, and then a return slap.
Puff is one of the most powerful men in Barrie Wrestling. You do not want to take a slap in the face from the big man.
Well, now Jax is fired up, firing away on Puff in the corner. Punches forearms and knees using the full 5 count from referee Brad Myers. And Jax coming in with a head of steam. Puff dodges Jax. I think went shoulder first into the ring post. Oh, and Puff lost a croc. Oh, well, Jim, I'll let you call that move.
No.
Puff with a big windup, turning Jax's brown eye blue with that one. Jax might not be able to sit down.
Family show, man. Come on.
Oh, and Jax with the low dive, or sorry, Puff with the low diving crossbody. I'm all discombobulated. Jax is going to be able to sit down for a couple of weeks. The crowd once again getting behind Puff and Ricky. Oh, a double chop from Jax right to the throat on Puff. Tag into Robby Cosmos. Cosmos sending Jackson with a clothesline. And the poetry in motion into a shotgun drop kick right in the chest.
Great tandem tag team offense there from Millennial Falcon.
And Robby pulling Puff as far away from the ropes as he could, but Puff's able to grab onto that bottom rope. And Robby with a kick to the chest. And again, looking to cave in the chest on Puff. Tagging back in the big man, Jax.
Cosmos does not look like he's lost a step coming back from that injury. He's looking really good in the ring.
Cosmos an excellent striker, and so is Jax. Jax just a pure athlete. Puff in a lot of trouble, and a great job by Millennial Falcon cutting off the ring, not letting Puff get to Ricky. Puff going headfirst into the turnbuckle. Another tag, in comes Cosmos. Jax with one more boot to Puff for good measure. Oh, Puff counters that time as Robby sent Jackson. Jax lost his footing and hit his head on the apron.
Great ring awareness by the veteran Puff.
And there, Jax caught Robby, but Robby, you're in a bad spot.
Oh.
Hip attack from Puff, launching Robby into his tag team partner. Now Puff's tagging in Ricky. Cosmos tried to catch him with a clothesline. Ricky ducks, and the southpaw striking with a series of shots. The smoocher landing all of these right on the kisser. And the big windup and the huge right hand.
Cosmos could see that coming, but there was nothing he could do about it. He's in La La Land.
Cosmos was seeing stars after that one. Body slam from Pretty Ricky. Ricky is winding up for something.
Still winding up for something.
You got a big head of steam being built up. Oh, and Jax Williams grabbing the ankle and then sending Ricky headfirst into the ring post.
Triple Dragon in a lot of trouble right now.
And Jack's rolling Ricky into the ring. This could be it. Myers into the cover. Or sorry, Myers into the count. Robby into the cover. Now Robby looking to stretch Pretty Ricky out. This is working the shoulder, working the neck. Bit of an abdominal stretch too. Robby Cosmos talking to the camera as he does it. Ricky calling on the power of Barrie Wrestling, trying to fight out of it. But Robby counters. Smart move, rolling Ricky away from his corner. And a snap suplex by Cosmos. Into a cover. 2 count. Nearly new champions. Millennial Falcon really picking apart Triple Dragon. Inverted atomic drop on Ricky. Step up kick from Robby Cosmos. Into a cover. Ricky just gets the shoulder up, 2.5. But Jax Williams, smart move, Jim, staying right on top of Ricky. Grinding his wrist tape all over the face of Pretty Ricky Willdy. Referee Barrie Wrestling's got to be close. I don't know if that's a choke or a chin hold. Jax walking the line there. Ricky powers to his feet. Gonna break the hold of those elbow strikes. Ricky off the ropes, right into a drop kick. Incredible height from Jax Williams. Into the cover. And again, Ricky just gets the shoulder up, but Puff's got to be concerned on the outside. They are very close to dropping these titles.
Brad Myers didn't see the tag, sending Puff right back out.
Well, Jack's getting right in Puff's face, drawing him into the ring, allowing the double team action, and Pretty Ricky, I don't know if he just spit a tooth out there in the corner, but Millennial Falcon again cutting the ring off, not letting Pretty Ricky get anywhere near the big man Puff. Puff getting fired up, but he is forced to stay on the sidelines. But Ricky with a great counter there, sending Robby Cosmos into the corner. Ricky building momentum up, and a leaping hip attack. Looking for a running bulldog. Excellent counter by Robby Cosmos into the side suplex. Dropping Pretty Ricky on the back of his head into a cover again. And again, Ricky just able to get the shoulder up, saving the tag team titles for Triple Dragon.
Yeah, I really think an error in judgment by Ricky. He went for some extra offense instead of making the tag, and now he's paying the price. Millennial Falcon goes right back to cutting the ring off.
And those quick tags. Stalling suplex from Jax Williams. Great power in Diamond Jim. Pretty Ricky he's not a cruiserweight.
How about the tag team synergy between Williams and Cosmos, though? You can't believe that they haven't tagged in such a long time. They are on the same page.
Absolutely, but Cosmos, you know what, maybe that knee's not fully healed. He took a long time getting to the top rope, going for something high risk. But Ricky, again, as you mentioned, Jim, going for more offense. So Pretty Ricky here, not going for the tag, but going for a superplex. But if he's got him hooked, this could be huge. Massive superplex from Pretty Ricky. But Ricky, not knowing where he is, he rolled the wrong way.
Let's take another look at this massive superplex.
Huge impact, but you see it took a lot out of Pretty Ricky, and he rolled away from his corner. Puff is trying to get Ricky's attention.
Crowd willing Pretty Ricky back to his feet. He's now found Puff.
Ricky's maybe 6 feet away, but that feels like trying to cross the desert in the middle of summer for Pretty Ricky right now. Ricky's stretching out, and there we go, the tag to Puff. On the other side, Robby tagging Jax, but Puff running Jax over, another lariat.
Power of Puff on display.
Giving him some high tens right to the chest. Massive scoop slam from Puff.
Williams is a big guy, and Puff just treated him like he was a child.
Puff looking to maybe ripcord Robby Cosmos right into Jax. And then a ripcord clothesline from Puff. Happy Halloween from the Puff-O-Lantern. Just crushing Robby with that running senton. Triple Dragon might be closing in on the win here. The big smooch from Ricky, the power up for Puff. Hip attack from Puff, cannonball from Ricky. Ricky dragging Jax in, they are the legal men. Jax kicking out. Ricky just a half a second away from retaining the tag team titles. And now Ricky, he's got Jax up. He might be going for another airplane spin, but Robby's smart move, grabbing Jax's foot. Double boot to the midsection.
There's that tag team synergy again.
The liftoff.
We got new champs here, Mike.
How did Ricky kick out? Lift off that elevated cutter. Take another look. The height Robby gets, dropping Pretty Ricky onto his head. Oh, now, if they hit this, it's definitely over, but Ricky scouted, able to counter, and then backdropping Jax into his own teammate. They were going for higher ground. They have won matches all across Ontario with that move. Ricky with a shining wizard, Puff with a spear.
That's a 420-pound spear.
Ricky up top, going for it. The rigmarole.
Say goodnight, it is over.
Triple Dragon retains.
Here's your winner, and still Barrie Wrestling 400 North Tag Team Champion, Triple Dragon! This match is scheduled for one fall. Coming out now first, hailing from Toronto, Ontario, she's the violent woman, Alexia!
Welcome everyone to Barrie Wrestling Presents Spring Blast. I am Mike Jeffries. Alongside me, as always, is Diamond Jim Lowe. It is a complete sellout here at the FLCC Arena. Diamond
Listen
Jim,
to this crowd, Iron Mike. This is unreal. It hasn't even started, and they're hanging from the rafters.
We had to rearrange the building in order to fit everybody in. I can't wait for the show. We have an incredible card, and we're starting off with Alexia and Nicole taking on Johnny Deluca, and evidently it's Alexia's birthday.
Well, that's quite the birthday present to get, because Johnny Deluca is one of the best around.
We have an incredible show coming up. The Tag Team Championships are on the line, and a fatal four-way tag match where Puff and Ricky are defending against, well, we don't know yet.
It's almost like a lethal lottery. Even their competitors, their challengers don't know yet. They're going to find out after this match.
And then the Women's Championship, Taylor Rising taking on Crystal Moon. Crystal Moon defeating Laurel Cassidy last month to earn this championship fight. And who knows if the members of Empire are going to be here with her.
Crystal Moon is dangerous on her own. She's even more dangerous with Empire in the building.
And of course, Mark House going in to the Barrie Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Well, it's no doubt that we've got a full house for Mark House tonight. I was talking to the fans before we got started, and they want House. First time in 6 years that he's been in a wrestling ring, Mike.
Whose house?
Mark's house.
And we are starting off Alexia Nicole taking on Johnny Deluca. Deluca trained by Rip Impact, coming out of Hamilton. Alexia coming off an incredible 2022. She's been rolling so far in 2023, although she did come up short against Taylor Rising 2 months ago in her Big Women's Championship. But Alexia, she might have her eyes set on bigger prizes.
Well, as you know, Mike, I am a huge Rip Impact fan. He is one of the smartest and best teachers in the wrestling business. Every one of his students that I've seen has impressed. But is there anyone more impressive right now than Alexia Nicole?
Well, the Barrie Wrestling faithful are not a fan of Johnny Deluca. I'm not exactly sure what he did to earn these boos, but the crowd is not a fan. He looks a little bit hurt by this reaction.
Well, he's a handsome man. He's athletic. He's used to getting a warm reception where he goes.
The Barrie Wrestling faithful letting everybody know who their favorite is in this matchup. Now, I don't know a whole lot about Johnny Deluca. He has wrestled here once before, I believe, in a fatal four-way matchup.
That is correct.
But one of the young talents, one of the upstarts here in the Ontario Indies, taking on a seasoned veteran of both Barrie Wrestling and the indie scene in general, in Alexia Nicole, the Bionic Woman. The go-behind early here on Deluca.
Well, I have no doubt that his mentor, Rip Impact, has given him the scouting report on Alexia Nicole. But honestly, nothing can properly prepare you to face her the first time. She is deceptively strong, and as we've said so many times, she's probably the smartest person in wrestling. She is always 3 steps ahead of her opponents.
Absolutely, and I want to take you back there. That go behind from Alexia Nicole, it looked like Deluca wanted to elbow her, but Alexia, using her lack of height to an advantage, he couldn't elbow her because he couldn't swing that low. And Alexia,
story of your life.
Ouch. So Alexia with a great takedown there, working on the arm and shoulder of Deluca. And Deluca smartly getting to the ropes, forcing the break. Barrie Wrestling official Brad Myers enforcing the rules. And Deluca with the single leg and trying to drop an elbow, and Alexia showing the quickness getting out of the way. So quick she knocked her own knee pad off. Deluca shoots Nicole in, ducks the clothesline. Alexia with the head scissors takedown. Going up and around, and then a running forearm. Deluca with the reversal, but Nicole evading the spear, and then a drop kick, sending Johnny Deluca back into the corner. Alexia with a head of steam, driving the knees with a Meteora right into the shoulders of Deluca. She's going for a pile driver. This will be it already. And a great counter by Deluca. And catch leg and a dragon screw leg whip, torquing the knee of Alexia Nicole. Oh, and Deluca mocking the Bionic Woman. Now I understand the boos, Jim.
So do I. I mean, he's just giving the crowd back what they gave him, so.
Alexia going for a code breaker and got caught in a lot of trouble here into a shin breaker. Again, targeting the lower leg, Johnny Deluca. And then dragging Alexia into the middle of the ring and just boots to the hamstring.
Well, Alexia has such a powerful base. This is a smart strategy by Deluca. Ground her, and she's not able to use her strength or her speed.
Just
oh my God,
raking the knuckles across the patellar tendon, and then a punch to the knee. Just tearing at the knee. And Jim, let's go back a couple months. When Alexia and Nicole wrestled Reverso, I believe that's the exact same leg that he targeted and would not release the submission hold.
Yeah, Alexia suffered severe damage in that match. She really hasn't been the same. Like, she's got the same heart, the same wrestling IQ, but she's still not fully recovered from that unbelievably vicious assault by Reverso.
And Jim, you and I have both suffered injuries in our lives. Yours playing lacrosse, mine getting off the couch. And sometimes even if it feels healthy, it's one shot away from bringing you all the way back to where you were. And it's almost it's like PTSD. It's psychological at that point.
It absolutely, you've really nailed it for a guy who spends a lot of time on his couch. You've completely nailed it. It gets into your head. I suffered a really bad eye injury about 8 years ago, and I never blocked another shot after that in hockey because it gets into your head. And that's what we may be seeing here with Alexia.
Well, Deluca in control right now. This would be, and I mean, let's talk about Johnny Deluca. How big of a victory would this be for that young man right now?
Huge. I mean, Alexia Nicole has become one of the bars that other wrestlers measure themselves against, and wins against her are incredibly rare. And what a notch in his belt that would be.
For the fans that haven't seen it, let's remind everybody: Alexia won a fatal four-way match against Mark Wheeler, Impact champion Josh Alexander, and All-Ontario Cup winner and all-around dominant force, Jessie V. She was victorious in that matchup.
And that may not have even been her best weekend of the year. In the summer, she beat the Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Champ, the Three Pistols Champ, and the PCW Cruiserweight Champ, all in 24 hours.
And right now, she is showing everybody why she's able to pick up those wins as she pounds on Johnny Deluca, but Deluca digging deep for that knee to the gut, knocking the wind out of the Bionic Woman. She is down to one knee. And Johnny's calling for the Purple Thunder Bomb. Nice reversal by Alexia Nicole. Drop kick sending Deluca back into the corner. But Alexia, slow to get up her knee, is just giving her all kinds of trouble. Able to duck under the clothesline, up onto the second rope. Oh, Deluca caught her. Oh, but a great reversal by Alexia, sending him face first into the turnbuckle. She's on one leg and just battling. Backstabber. Shoots the half into the cover. And a near fall as Deluca kicks out.
That move has put down so many competitors over the years. All credit to Deluca for kicking out there. This kid has got something.
Alexia again going for the pile driver. Deluca's 6'2", and if she hits this, he'll be 5'10". Great counter by Deluca into a pinning combination, but Alexia powers out. Incredible strength from Alexia Nicole. Code breaker.
Deluca's on Dream Street right now.
But that was the knee, the bad knee. And then a sling blade by Johnny Deluca. That's got to be it. And Alexia gets the shoulder up.
Did you see how much that kick out hurt? She screamed in pain, just the movement on her knee.
You could see her just, I don't know, like blinking, trying to get back into where she is there. It's like, that pain is incredible.
It's so hard. You know, I've suffered knee problems for 25 years. It is so difficult to get back in your groove, you know, because the swelling's already setting in, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
It's throbbing. It's making mobility really difficult. And, you know, anytime she tries to put weight on it, it messes up her balance.
Well, in the ring, Deluca taking his sweet time getting to the second rope. Oh, great counter by Alexia. Alexia ducks the clothesline, ducks the elbow, and then a drop kick to the knee. Oh, turnabout is fair play. Oh, leg DDT.
Well, she can't make the pain go away, but she can sure share it.
Between the two of them, they've got two good legs right now.
And that's still twice as many as we have.
That's sad and true. Oh, going for the knee again was Alexia. Oh, but a boot to the gut. Smart move. Tilt-a-whirl.
That knee gave out on Deluca.
It did, as he had Alexia up onto his shoulders. Alexia with a forehand smash to the face. Now she's up on the second rope, but she got caught. Purple Thunder Bomb! The back of her head bouncing off the mat, and Alexia's able to kick out at a count of 2.
How though? Where did that kick out come from?
This entire match, Johnny Deluca has been arrogant. That face right there is the first time I saw any doubt come across that young man. And I think he realizes, I'll let the crowd say it for me.
The question for me, Mike, is can she beat him?
Well, Johnny's calling for something here. A little bit telegraphed. Great reversal into a roll-up. Deluca able to kick out. And then a vicious right hand.
Wow, the power there.
But you can see Johnny planted on that left leg. His knee is probably trying to get his patella back into its socket. There was drop kicks in that leg DDT from Alexia taking their toll, paying dividends here. What is Deluca going for?
Look at the way he's limping. I think his knee may be dislocated.
Well, taking way too long there was Johnny, preening to the crowd. Alexia with the counter. She's got the leg. She going for a dragon screw here. Johnny says no, but Alexia says yes. And the woman is always right. She's going for it. She's got a cinch in the Muda lock. Alexia's got it. Hands under the chin.
Deluca's face.
Middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Look at that bridge. Deluca powering to the ropes. Incredible.
Deluca is lucky he could get to those ropes because that will end your career.
But Alexia,
right back to it.
If at first you don't succeed,
she is just going to tear this man's knee right off of his body.
Try again. Cinched in, and there we go, a tap. Alexia Nicole is victorious. A valiant showing by Johnny Deluca, but preening to the crowd maybe one too many times, a little bit too much arrogance, and you cannot do that against Alexia Nicole.
You can never make a mistake when you are in the ring with Alexia and Nicole. She will wrap you up, she will twist you up, and as we saw, she will tear your knee apart.
What a great opening match here. This is Barrie Wrestling presents Spring Blast. Alexia and Nicole victorious over Johnny Deluca.
Wrestling fans, my name is TCO, and welcome to another edition of the Barrie Wrestling Rush Hour Event Center. Now, in a moment, I'm going to tell you all about some great action that you are going to see right here next week on this program, including a huge triple threat title match. But before we get to that, I want to see all of you guys joining us on Saturday, October the 5th. Barrie Wrestling presents Building a Mystery Show. This is going to be an incredible night of action. If you are in the Barrie area, live at the FLCC Arena. Now, on this card, you are going to see a Whiskey Road Tag Team Tornado match, the Rock 95 Mystery Rumble. You never know who's going to show up in that one. And a gigantic triple threat Mystery Rules match between these three competitors, Stratosphere, Pretty Ricky Willdy, and Psycho Mike. Let's hear from the competitors right now.
So I hear that Barrie Wrestling is building a mystery show, October 5th. And I got to thinking, how can you have a mystery show without the elusive luchador himself, Mr. Incognito, formerly known as Rey Mysterio Jr. until I received that strongly worded cease and desist letter. But that's all in the past. And the elusive man has his eyes set on the future. And that future is Barrie Wrestling. Stratos, Pretty Ricky, I'm coming for you. And who am I? You'll never find out. Because I use NordVPN to protect my privacy. And if you come and try to find out who I am, well, I'm just going to perform my disappearing trick. Watch this. Ooh.
Hey, did you see the post? You're in a triple threat match against Pretty Ricky and Psycho Mike at Barrie Wrestling.
What? Why? Come on.
Are you gonna be okay?
I don't even know anymore.
Barrie Wrestling is putting on a mystery show, and as such, I have been given very little instruction, only to make sure that I hide my identity throughout this video promo. But I am a man who enjoys mystery and intrigue and very large cold coffee, so allow me to give you 3 clues, because I have been put into a triple threat match. So number 1, I am the most savagely handsome man on the Barrie Wrestling roster. Number 2, I love Barrie, Ontario, as if I was born and bred in the streets my entire life. And number 3, I have been working not just the last 5 years on the scene, but the last 30 of my life to try and prove that I belong on a stage, not just like Barrie Wrestling, but at the tip top. So if this triple threat match is what I need to do to prove that I belong there, then I will do so valiantly as the next step on my quest for the Barrie Wrestling Championship.
Gibson, what was that? We're airing that? You sure? Because they know that. We know who they are, that the match is the mystery, right? Yeah. Stratos okay? Is Stratosphere okay? Like, he didn't... Sorry, fans. So yes, you're not going to want to miss this incredible action. These athletes sound like they are revved up and ready to go. They understand what is happening. Everything is going to be awesome. Barrie Wrestling building a mystery show Saturday, October the 5th. A Mystery Rules triple threat match featuring the one and only Pretty Ricky Willdy, Psycho Mike, and the deranged maybe slightly depressed stratosphere. I don't know. I'm worried about him. Maybe we check in on him just to make sure he's okay heading into this match. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys about next week right here on Rush Hour. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. we have a humongous title match set for you. Triple threat, as a matter of fact, for the Barrie Wrestling Three Pistols Championship, as seen right here on Rush Hour last week. Myung Jae Lee captured the gold, defeating John Atlas. Well, next week, right here on Rush Hour, he's going to be defending that title in a triple threat match against the man they call El Diablo. Throw your horns up, Mr. Everything here in Barrie Wrestling, and his arch nemesis, Reverso, former world heavyweight champion in Barrie. Now, next week, we're going to do things a little bit differently here on Rush Hour. Before we get to that giant main event, we want to catch you guys up to speed on the rivalry that has been going on between Gabriel Fuerza and Reverso. There is no love lost between these guys. They hate each other's guts, and they have had some sadistic and intense moments right here in Barrie Wrestling. So before we get to that match next week for the championship, we are going to take a special look back at what has built up to the rivalry and the feud between Reverso and Gabriel Fuerza. And then, of course, it's going to be the triple threat match. Anyways, fans, that's all I have for you this week. My name is TCO. Thank you for joining me at the Barrie Wrestling Event Center right here on Rush Hour. We're going to send it back to ringside. Diamond Jim Lowe and Mike Jeffries, take it away.
We are about to get hardcore in a minute. But before we do that, Barrie Wrestling and myself, we want to give all you fans a huge round of applause. This is the first post-pandemic.
What's happening? What's going on outside? What's going on?
TCO's making some announcements about a big Josh Alexander seminar, but Holden, Albright, and Van Landon, they're brawling in the parking lot.
But they've got a hardcore match coming up, but it hasn't actually started yet.
Oh my God!
Albright just slammed Van Landen's head, and now
I can't believe this.
They're into the arena.
TCO just realized it. Get out of there, Tyler.
Is this match started?
There hasn't been a bell.
I know it's a hardcore match, but it still needs, it needs to start. Albright just got slammed face first into the wall.
Holden Albright has so much rage and anger in him, and he has been taking it out on Van Landon.
Van Landon with a boot to the ribs. Van Landon still in his Team LTD hoodie. What is this? Van Landon hanging off the rim, using Albright like a springboard. And
are you kidding me?
A Hurricane Rana off the basketball net. There's a reason that man won most popular wrestler here in Barrie. I've lost sight of where Albright is. He's in with this sold-out crowd. Oh, watch out, everybody. Van Landon beating Albright back towards the ring. And I think the ref is called for the bell, and this hardcore match is underway. This match has so much hatred and story behind it, and Van Landon, he's got a chair. It was 4 or 5 months ago that Holden Albright drilled Van Landon in the head with a chair.
He's got chairs up.
We've seen Holden Albright hit Van Landon in the face with a chain. We've seen him put him, well, I would say through a table, but it was more off a table. We've seen him hit Van Landon in the head with a sledgehammer. Van Landon demanded a hardcore match with the unhinged Holden Albright.
Well, Holden Albright tried to end Van Landon's career.
Multiple times.
Multiple times, yeah. There were probably 3 OMG moments of the year from these two guys, and it was all Albright attacking Van Landon.
Van Landon with a series of European uppercuts. Holden Albright, he's still in his hoodie and jeans. Van Landon's at least somewhat in wrestling gear. Another great diving uppercut from Van Landon into the cover.
That's actually how Van Landon dresses 24/7.
I don't doubt it. You know how I know he wasn't ready to wrestle, though? His hair is still dry.
Touché.
So Van Landon up to the top rope. Albright trying to get his bearings in the ring. What's Van Landon going for here? Oh, Albright counters Van Landon over the top. going for another Hurricane Rana. Albright caught this one. Van Landon power bombed by Albright. Van Landon breaks out the pin, and now Albright, what's this? Styles clash from Holden Albright. And Albright rolling to the outside.
Yeah, Van Landon was able to shift his weight just that small amount, so the impact was as heavy on Albright as it was on Van Landon. But I really got to worry about what this match is going to do to Van Landon. Holden Albright has been in some of the most violent, vicious matches in Barrie Wrestling history. Van Landon hasn't. So even when we see something like that happen, Albright's been to those dark places. Albright knows what it takes to win a hardcore match, and I don't think there's any depth that he won't sink to hurt and to maim Van Landon.
Holden Albright has been easily in the most hardcore matches of anybody here at Barrie Wrestling. There's no doubt in my mind about that one. And Van Landon has he been in a hardcore? Why does Holden Albright have a table?
Van Landon almost suffered a serious career-threatening injury the last time he encountered Holden Albright at a table.
He almost suffered a career-threatening injury the last 3 times he encountered Holden Albright. I haven't seen a sledgehammer yet, but we have seen now the table and the chair. Albright dropping the knee into the back of Van Landon's head. Only a 2 count though. The high-octane, Jim, you say it.
High-octane hometown hero, the barn burner, Van Landon.
Thank you.
One day you'll get it right.
Van Landon in trouble early on here. Holden Albright he's nuts. He's unhinged, he's crazy, and he will use his own body as a weapon, but he's just as happy to use weapons as weapons. We got a chair fight in the ring. Albright goes downstairs. Vicious chair shot to the back on Van Landon, but Van Landon stayed on his feet and just throws the chair at Albright's face. Albright might have blocked a piece of that, but not all of it.
But here's the thing. When Albright is in this mode, when he is like this, he thrives on the pain. He gets energy from being hurt. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
Why did the ring crew not put the ladder away? They knew this match was happening. They knew these guys were nuts. I don't know what Van Landon's plan is here, but as much as I've talked about how Holden Albright is a little bit nuts and a little bit unhinged, Van Landon lives his life to the extreme. He's taken risks more times in his life than the average human being does in 10 lives.
Absolutely. We were talking about how Albright thrives on pain. But Van Landon's got an incredible pain tolerance. He deals with extreme sports. He's broken so many bones and he's persevered. But now he's focused on breaking some Albright bones.
Vicious chair shots from Van Landon, and this is a side of Van Landon we have never seen. He is not somebody that I have ever seen truly angry before last month when he snapped after being attacked again by his former friend, his training partner, Holden Albright, a man that Van Landon looked up to. But Albright was clear to point out, Van, I never trained you. We wrestled together, we practiced together, but I was not your teacher, I'm not your mentor. And Albright, he's been here for a long time. He wants to keep his spot. And he sees a guy like Van Landon, somebody coming to take that spot away.
Jealousy. Yeah, let's be frank. Holden Albright was jealous of the reactions that Van Landon's been getting.
Well, Van Landon was going for, I think, aviation, but could not get Albright up. Albright with a pair of German suplexes, holds the bridge into a 2 count. Van Landon was just inches from disaster on that first German suplex. His head missed the chair leg by not much. Now he's in a bad spot. Hip attack from Holden Albright, crushing the face and jaw of Van Landon. Van Landon might be bleeding out of the mouth. Albright sending Van Landon up. Hard Irish whip into the corner. Van Landon's legs buckling. Albright, he's got the ladder.
Look at the smile on his face. There's something wrong with Holden Albright.
Oh, shotgun drop kick and Albright back first into the ladder. I think the back of his head just bent one of those rungs. Oh, and a hip toss into the ladder. And then a vicious Rainmaker lariat from Albright. And somehow Van Landon kicked out.
Matches like this, you leave a piece of yourself behind in the ring. I don't think Van Landon's ever going to be the same.
Neither of these men are going to be the same. That ladder's not going to be the same.
I mean, Albright was pretty broken before this match.
You can see the marks on the lower back of Holden Albright from that ladder. And Van Landon just sat up. I don't see pain on his face. I see anger. Albright just bludgeoning Van Landon with the table. Looks like the table leg is broken.
And Albright smiling again. He's loving every minute of this.
Okay, Albright, there's no need for this. Albright, you just need to beat him to prove your point. You don't have to do whatever you're planning here. What a crossbody from Van Landon! Albright kicks out at a count of 2. Albright saving his own skin by moving the table out of the way.
Albright may be unhinged, but he is smart. He understands where he is in the ring. He's got great ring presence, and he knew what to do there.
Van Landon setting up the table. I don't think he realizes Albright's back to his feet. A spear through the table! He just broke Van Landon right in half. Albright goes into a cover. Van Landon kicks out, just gets the shoulder up. Albright goes 285 pounds, and he went full speed through Van Landon. And now Van Landon with the cover, but only a 1 count. Albright, that impact took a lot out of him as well. He might have hit his head on the table as it snapped.
Van Landon just trying to survive here. I think the reality has hit Van Landon that his anger got him into a very dangerous situation by challenging Holden Albright to a hardcore match.
Holden Albright is right at home. Van Landon is, I mean, he might be in his hometown, but this is not home for him. Not in a hardcore match. Now both men up to their knees. Almost a begrudgingly respectful smile from Holden Albright. Look at that. He's looking for props. And Van Landon with a slap to the face, and Albright returns the favor. And then a headbutt from Holden Albright, but a clubbing blow to the back by Van Landon. Albright slow to his feet. A forearm from Albright and 1 from Van Landon. Just exchanging vicious strikes. Oh, those chops hurt me. And then a back fist. And a super kick. Albright rebounding off that middle rope slowly. Now Van Landon, he's calling for aviation. He's got Albright up. Where is he finding the strength? The aviation from Van Landon, and Albright is on rubber legs. But with his last gasp, that enziguri right on the ear of Van Landon. Incredible athleticism from the big man Holden Albright. Albright might be nuts, but he is a very, very talented wrestler.
Talent has never been the issue with Holden Albright. It's focus, it's finding that balance between intensity and being, an outright lunatic in the ring, and we're seeing the lunatic side of it. He just wants to hurt Van Landon. He just wants to end the Van Landon era here in Barrie Wrestling.
Van Landon is not moving in the ring right now. Albright is setting up, he's got 1 chair set up and driving that one into the shoulder blade of Van Landon. Vicious impact. Now he's got it across the face and driving a headbutt. Albright, like I said, willing to use his own body as a weapon.
That took a lot out of the big man, though.
I'm thinking right now that Albright was wishing he put the padded side up on that chair. Albright showing his skills as an interior decorator right now. Oh no, don't do this to him. Holden, you don't do this to him. Going for a suplex. Van Landon might have just saved his career. Springboarding off the ladder. Tornado suplex into the chairs. And Van Landon, I think he hurt his elbow on that. His elbow might have got caught between Albright and the chairs, but that was not good for Holden.
I think he's still.
Van Landon just broke that chair on Holden Albright's head. And then the diving European uppercut, he broke the chair on Holden Albright's head, Jim.
Unreal. I'm speechless, Mike.
Now Van Landon is setting up the ladder. There is debris all over the ring. It looks like a tornado has gone through the FLCC.
Not going to.
And Van Landon, he is all the way up on top. He is 15 feet above the ring. Van Landon from the very top of the ladder with the Superfly splash. Van Landon is victorious in a hardcore match against Holden Albright.
Holden Albright pushed Van Landon to an absolute new level. If he can overcome that, I do not like the odds of anyone who faces this man in a Barrie Wrestling ring in 2023.
Van Landon went to a place we have never seen, like you said. I only hope this didn't take too much out of either of them. That was a war. Albright got what he asked for.
Hold on, Mike, hold on.
Holden, the match is done. You got what you asked for. You got what you deserved. Albright extending the hand to Van Landon. I guess the young man has earned the respect of Holden. How could you not after a war like that? If you want to see Barrie Wrestling live and in person, our next show is Saturday, October 5th. Barrie Wrestling's Building a Mystery Show. 49 Ferris Lane, doors open at 4:30, first bell is at 5. For more information or to purchase tickets, email barriewrestling@gmail.com or contact Barrie Wrestling through any social media platform. Also be sure to check back every Tuesday at 7 p.m. for more Barrie Wrestling's Rush Hour. I'm Mike Jeffries. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again soon.